Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Lexi and today we're doing a WIP and Chat. WIP stands for work in progress, and these videos are just where I work on my little work in progress, and maybe you're working on your work in progress and we have a little chat. Or, maybe you're doing something else. Maybe you're running errands, maybe you're just chilling out, maybe you're cleaning your kitchen, whatever. So I'm working on Paisley. This is actually a canvas that I was doing for an event in June called Diamonds and Diversity. That event is now over. It ended on June 30th. And so now I'm actually using this canvas for the JBG Along, which I will link below information about that. I will also link all of the products and items that I'm using today down below so that you can see where those are from. So it is about 6:15 in the morning. It is before work, and I'm just trying to wake up a little bit here. But I do have some coffee. I'm going to try not to get coffee all over my canvas. I have an iced coffee here. It's just some cold brew with some almond milk, and then I have a little bit of heavy whipping cream in there too. I ran out of my protein, so I don't have a protein coffee this morning. It's just regular coffee. So, okay, make sure my pen is loaded up here. So I am gonna get to it here. How are you guys? How is everything going? Let me know down below what you're working on. I love to see what everybody's working on. What events are you participating in? How has your week been? Is anything good going on this week? Is anything crazy going on? Are you doing good this week? Are you kind of struggling? What's going on? I'd love to hear from you guys. I love seeing all of your comments. I will admit that I've been bad about responding to comments. However, I do read all comments. I'll kind of fill you in about what's been going on with me recently. I will admit I have been bad about responding to comments. I have been kind of having not a hard time, but just I have felt like, do you ever feel like you just don't have the energy to like have conversations or communicate? I kind of explained this to my live stream last week. It's not like anything bad is going on. There's nothing bad really happening in my life. I just feel, I was feeling just a little bit like overwhelmed with everything. And sometimes when I get like overstimulated like that, I kind of shut down a little bit, and my tendency is to want to cut off contact with the world. And that's kind of how I've been feeling. And I think a lot of it was just like maybe stress from work. Just not even stress, but just like feeling like overwhelmed. Like there's a lot to do, and it makes me want to just kind of shut down a little bit. And it's like I just want like quiet time to do my diamond painting and not talk to the outside world. And maybe that seems a little antisocial, but I don't know. It's just like how my brain works. Like it's like my brain gets overloaded with information or something, and then it like has to shut down. Something like that. I think I've heard people refer to that as like social fatigue or occupational fatigue, things like that. I think maybe that's what it is. Where you just kind of feel like you have to like, I don't know, I guess kind of like isolate yourself or something. I don't know. So that's where I've been at. But, and I don't like it because it it makes me feel like kind of far removed from the rest of the world. And also I worry that it kind of like I don't want to push people away, because that is not my intention, you know, and I don't want to hurt other people's feelings, like if I'm not like responding to messages or emails or things like that. Like, I know, like, my mom had messaged me on Instant Messenger and I didn't respond on Instant Messenger. Like, we're in the AOL days. She messaged me on Facebook and I didn't respond for a little while because I just didn't have the energy to address things. And then she ended up text messaging me and she's like, can you please check your Facebook messages? And I was like, oh yeah, I will. So I think she kind of knows this about me at this point. I mean, I'm like over the age of 40. I think at this point in life she knows what I'm like, but I still feel bad about it. But yeah, I've always kind of been like that, where I kind of like I just shut down after I've been like, I don't know, overstimulated is like the only way I really know how to describe it. So, and it's not like, I don't know, there's nothing bad going on. I really don't have anything to complain about in my life. It's just, it is what it is. It's just kind of where I'm at. So, I'm trying to think of what new stuff has been going on. I guess I will talk really quickly about the shop. I did put out an email this weekend, and I put out messages on the website and on Instagram and on YouTube. So I'm going to be putting up some pre-made stuff, which will go up Wednesday, July, what is today? Today, July 12th, I will be putting up some pre-made resin items for sale on the shop. I currently am putting a hold on any like custom orders or made to order type items for the month of July, just so that I can take a break. I also have to do some things with my family, and I just need to catch up on some things, to be honest, with family and around the house and things like that. And so yeah, so I'll be putting up some pre-made items today at 5 p.m. Eastern, and then after that, everything will be kind of on hold until August, just to, you know, take a little break. So I do run my small shop, but then I also work full-time, and I just kind of need a breather to catch up on things. And of course, spend time with family and things like that. So, but I appreciate all of the support that everybody shows me. I'm truly blessed that I get so much support and all of those things. So none of that goes unnoticed, and it's definitely all appreciated. I feel blessed to have been so busy with orders, but I did feel like it was time to take a break. And then when I come back in August, I feel like I will be better, in a better spot to keep making trays and do custom orders and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to just having a little break and then coming back, hopefully better than ever. So that is the plan. Let me find my next color here. Does anybody else just have like a really hard time finding your color in your organizer? Let's see. I want to do H. Where is it? There it is. So I've been doing some member vlogs for my members. If you're not a member already, please consider signing up. I do have memberships now on my channel, and we're going to be doing a members live this Saturday on the 15th. So we will be we'll be going live on the 15th. I think at 2 p.m. Eastern. I had to double check that. I think I ended up putting a time. So that will be open to all membership tiers this time around. And then, yeah, there's different perks for different levels, but all levels have access to the Discord, and the highest level tier gets a special 20% discount on my shop. The 2 highest tiers get special shout outs in my videos. And so yeah, there's just different perks. There's like special emojis that you get to use. You get a special member badge by your name, things like that. So if you haven't checked it out yet, feel free to do so. You can just hit the little join button that's underneath the video. And I mean, if not, no worries. There's not going to be anything taken away from like the regular content that I do. This is just in addition to what I've already been doing on my channel. And, you know, I appreciate everybody's support, everybody who subscribes and likes and shares my stuff. I really appreciate it. And so we will be having a giveaway for, you know, my channel did hit that milestone of 1,000 subscribers. And so coming up in a video, I'll be doing the giveaway. I'm just still working out exactly how I want to do the giveaway and how long I want to run it for to give people a good chance to enter so that nobody misses out. And then once I figure all that out, I'll post the video and then we'll get the giveaway underway. I've been able to do a little bit more diamond painting recently, although you wouldn't be able to tell on this canvas because I think I'm in the exact same spot as I was for the last WIP and Chat. But I have been working on another canvas called Braveheart for my husband. I have that one set up in my living room, and I've been working on that like sort of at night and on the weekends. That one is a beautiful picture of an elk, and I've been working on that one for him. And then the other thing I've been doing is I've been working on some small projects like paint gems and stickers, which I made a cute book. Let me show you. Hang on one second. I actually got this idea off of TikTok, and I wish that I could remember. I'll have to look and see actually if I can find the person whose idea this was. So it was somebody on TikTok, and they bought one of these sketchbooks to put their diamond painting stickers in, and they decorated the front of it. And so I did the front of mine, and I just put daily diamonds on here because what I want to do is do at least one of these small projects daily, because honestly, there are some days that I'm so busy I don't get to diamond paint at all. And so I thought that if I set a goal of doing at least like one sticker a day, that would help me. So anyway, I put daily diamonds on here, and I just used my Cricut machine to cut out a little vinyl sticker. And this sketchbook is really cool because it actually has black pages in here. So I just thought that looked so cool. And then look, I've got one in here. One sticker that I diamond painted. So I put that in here yesterday. And then all of the ones that I do after this, I'll put in here. So yeah, so I really liked that idea. And I'm going to keep hopefully doing it every day so that I at least do one little diamond painting each day. So I thought that was really cool. I'll see if I can find the person's TikTok who had this idea and share it down below, because I'd like to give credit to the person who gave me the idea to do this, and I'll link this book down below too. It was on Amazon. I think it was $11.99 when I purchased it. And so I'll link that down below. But yeah, I thought that was a really cute idea. Because otherwise, like, I kind of run out of things to use my stickers on. Like, I put stickers on some of my organizing containers and different things in my craft room. I have some, like, on my printer and different things like that, but you kind of run out of space for things. So I saw that idea. I thought that was so cute. And I also bought a little, what I thought was a photo album for my paint gems, and it arrived from Temu, and it's so tiny, I didn't realize the size of it. It's not going to fit my paint gems, so I'm either going to return that or use that for something else. I was like, oh no, I should have looked at the size. But I just wanted a cute way to store my paint gems, because I don't know what else to do with them, you know. My husband was asking me this weekend, so he was watching me do a paint gem, and I was showing it to him, and he's like, what are you going to do with that? And I was like, I don't know. I'm just probably going to put it, like, in a photo album and just keep them together that way. He was like, oh, okay. And he's like, have you ever thrown one away? And I was like, oh, no! I was so shocked that he would even suggest such a thing as to throw away a diamond painting. And he was, like, laughing uncontrollably at my over-exaggerated reaction, his suggestion that I would throw any of them away. And he was like, oh my god, you're such a hoarder. But I have seen people say in the, like, Facebook groups that they will do a diamond painting and they'll just throw it away when they're done. Like, I cannot relate. I am too much of a hoarder for all that. I could never. I just like them too much. And even if, like, I'm just going to put them in a book and put them, like, in my closet, that's fine with me. Like, it doesn't have to be framed and hung up, but I don't want to get rid of them. I don't know. Is that silly? I don't know. So I will not be having a live stream this week because I just need some time to catch up on things around my house. And so I had one last week. I won't be having one this week, and then we'll have one next week again. So we're just kind of doing every other week this month. And yeah, but we are having a members live stream on Saturday. So yeah, so it'll be fun. Just kind of a more intimate setting with members, and we'll have a good time on Saturday. I'm trying to think of what else is going on. So this past weekend, we just did some stuff around the house. Yeah, I put up my members vlog, and you can see me cooking breakfast and making sausage and peppers and diamond painting. But it rained a lot this past weekend, and then it got really humid outside, and it was gross and sticky. And so we sat outside for a little while with the dogs, but then even the dogs were like, forget this, it is too sticky out here. And the dogs kept running inside because they didn't want to be out there. They wanted to be in the air conditioning. So it got to a point that me and my husband were just sitting out there by ourselves. And so yeah, and the dogs, like, ran inside, and they were just chilling. And we're like, okay, let's go in. They clearly don't want to be out here anymore. They're exhausted and hot. And so then we went inside and watched movies, and we watched some of the, like, so my husband and I love thriller movies. We love horror movies. We love all kinds of scary movies. But let me tell you, we watched some of the most disturbing and gory movies this weekend. I would hesitate to even really recommend them because I was shocked. One of them was called You're Next, and it was like crazy. Some of it was kind of comical because it was so ridiculous, but it was really gory. I was kind of shocked. And it was like about this family that comes together for a dinner, and then there's a killer or maybe multiple killers. And some of it was just like really graphic. I was like, oh my God. Which it doesn't really bother me. I was just kind of shocked. Like, I haven't quite seen a movie like that graphic in a while. And then we watched another one called Infinity Pool, which was really weird and graphic. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend them, especially if you're sensitive to things, or you get scared easily, or you are kind of triggered by like very sensitive content. Maybe don't watch those. But if you really like scary movies, especially graphic scary movies, those two might be an option for you. They were on Hulu. One was on Hulu and one was on HBO. Or sorry. One was on HBO and one was on Amazon, I think. Oh gosh, I don't remember. It was on one of those streaming platforms. So, yeah, that was interesting. And then we watched a Spider-Man movie that we had not seen yet. It was Spider-Man Homecoming, and I really enjoyed that. So we actually did watch a lot of TV this weekend just because the weather was not really cooperating with us. So that was kind of fun. And I did a lot of diamond painting. I worked on Braveheart while we were sitting there watching movies. So I think we watched one of those on Friday night and then the other two on Saturday night. And we stayed up really late on Saturday night, which is not like us. Like, I think we were up till like 1 a.m., which is not really like us. We typically go to bed. I don't even have putty in this site. Oh my God. It's not super like us. We usually go to bed around like 10 or 11 maybe on the weekend. So I was up kind of late. And then my mom and my stepdad scared me because while we were watching the movies, my stepdad called me, which is not like him. He usually just messages me if he needs to, tell me something. And usually he doesn't need to tell me anything. Usually he just sends me, like, funny memes. Usually if they need to communicate something to me, it's like my mom tells me, But he called me and I was like, oh my God. And I had missed it because we were watching a movie. So then I, by the time I noticed it, it was about 11:45. And I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, I looked at my phone, I looked at Facebook, and my mom was, like, active on her Facebook Messenger, and I was like, oh my God, like, she's active. So I tried calling, they didn't answer, and then I messaged my mom on Facebook. I'm like, are you okay? What is going on? And then I also messaged my stepdad, and I was like, are you okay? Like, what, did you call me? What's going on? And my mom finally messaged me and was like, yeah, I'm fine. Why? What's going on? And then she was like, oh yeah, your stepdad butt dialed you. Like, okay. Thank God. Thank God that's all it was. She's like, oh, did we wake you up? Because she knows we go to bed earlier than they do. And I'm like, no, we were watching movies, but I was just, scared that y'all were dead in a ditch somewhere. Like you used to like to say to me when I was a teenager. See, the roles I feel like kind of reverse when they hit like kind of retirement age, and I'm like, I'm like the adult now, they're like the kids, and I'm like, feel like I have to look after them sometimes. Like, oh my goodness. I just spilled all my gels. Oh my goodness. So I'm really on a no-buy now. Sorry, I know I'm just like jumping topic to topic here, but it just came into my mind. I'm really serious about being on a no-buy now. So I have one last painting coming from DAC, which I hope it comes this week because I want to do an unboxing of it. Because somebody actually asked me if I would do an unboxing of it, and I'm like, yeah, I should do that. It's the Kiki's flower delivery one, and I'm really excited about that one. So I hope that comes this week. So that was the last one I got from DAC, and then I have a custom that I got from Amazon that I also hope comes this week because I wanted to do an unboxing on that one. It's the first custom I've ever ordered. It's the first diamond painting I've ever ordered from this particular company on Amazon. The reviews were kind of mixed, to be honest, on this company, so I feel like it's kind of a good experiment to have for unboxing on my channel, just to kind of see how the quality is, how the rendering is, and things like that. And then I think that's all I have as far as like open orders. And then I'm going to be done for a while as far as diamond painting stuff goes. I really have enough. And actually, I'm going to be destashing some of my stuff because I realistically, like, I just look at my little collection that I have, and I just know in my heart there is stuff that I'm not going to be doing. Like, and it's not because I don't like them. It's because I just know that I'm not going to have time, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my stash and just, like, kind of divide it into two piles. Like, I'm going to have a low priority and a high priority. Like, canvases that are high priority for me to finish and canvases that are low priority for me to finish. And then anything that falls into that low priority category, I'm going to destash. And again, it's not because I don't like them. It's just because I feel like it's a waste for them to sit in my closet unfinished. What if I never get to them? That's a waste when somebody else could enjoy them. And I feel like maybe that's just better if I just do that. So I will put a link down below to my Mercari. That's how I'm doing my destash. I'm just selling them through Mercari, which is just an app, like a little marketplace app for you to, like, basically destash stuff, anything in your house. It could literally be anything. So I have put some books on there. I put some diamond paintings on there. I will be putting some yarn on there, and then I think I'm done with my soap making supplies for the most part, so I'm going to be putting some of them on there, like different soap molds. I'm going to keep a few of the basic soap molds because I do like to make my own soap from time to time, but let's be honest, I really don't have a ton of time for that anymore. And somebody else might be able, what if somebody's like looking to get into soap making and they're just starting out and they want to find some cheap supplies, or they need them for their business or something. Like, there's no point in me holding on to this stuff when maybe somebody else can use it. And I just feel like it's a good option. So I'm going to put some of that stuff up. I don't know when I'll have the soap mold and yarn up, but I already have a couple of the paintings up, and I'll put more up as I go through my stash. So I just feel like it's time to kind of declutter a little bit. And yeah, I'm going on a no-buy for serious. Like, I've joked before about, like, being on a no-buy but still buying stuff. But I'm going to be serious about it. And then like my husband and I were talking about just, so I don't know how we got talking about this, but I think we were sitting outside and we were both looking at our phones and we were both on Amazon at the same time. And he's like, this is ridiculous. He's like, oh, it's too easy to buy stuff. He's like, we're literally just sitting here when we should be enjoying the outdoors, the nature, and hanging out with the dogs and stuff. And he's like, we're both sitting here shopping. He's like, it's too easy to buy stuff. And so, you know, there's a couple of things that we want to do, like home improvement wise, and we don't want to like really take out a loan to do them. Like, we'd rather pay cash for them. And so we were just kind of talking about it, and we're like, you know what? Let's uninstall our Amazon apps from our phones so that we're not tempted to buy dumb stuff. And let's take that money and like save it so that we can do, oh God, I just missed a section of that color. Let's just uninstall the apps. So I uninstalled Amazon and Temu for now. Not that I don't love those sites, because I do. And I do have some Temu hauls coming up, so, you know, don't be confused. I already have orders open still from Amazon and Temu, but yeah, so we're gonna like try to cut down on some of that like frivolous spending so that maybe we can like save up and pay cash for like certain home improvement projects we want to do and things like that. And so yeah, that is the plan anyway. But I think what I'm going to do is I've been looking on TikTok for like budgeting things, and I don't know, let me know, have you ever read like the Dave Ramsey stuff? Where he talks about like, oh, I missed some H's here. Gosh darn it, you guys. So Dave Ramsey does like the cash envelopes where you allocate money to certain things and then you don't go beyond that. So for example, maybe you allocate $20 every week to beauty products, and you allocate $50 every week to gas, or you allocate $200 every week to groceries. That's probably extremely low given the price of food these days, but I'm just giving examples, you know. And so I've been looking at that stuff like on TikTok and getting some ideas. Now, I don't want to do like cash envelopes because I feel like cash is so like, it's just a burden to like go and get cash out of the bank. So I might do it electronically, like with my debit card and stuff, and just like allocate money. So like maybe every 2 weeks when I get my paycheck, I put $20 in a little fund for my diamond painting stuff, and then at some point when I'm off my no-buy, I'll have a little fund of money that's just dedicated for diamond painting, so that I'm keeping track more of what I'm actually spending instead of just like blindly spending money on diamond painting stuff, and everything else, makeup and clothes and food. Because like, honestly, we do not track what we spend like on our groceries. And I was telling my husband the other day, I think on Monday, I looked up how much in June we spent on groceries, and y'all, it is ridiculous. Like, I'm not even gonna tell you how much it was for 2 people for the month of June. Ridiculous. And I don't know, like, there's definitely stuff that we don't need to buy, and there's definitely ways that we could like cut down on that type of stuff. So I just think like maybe we need to get our priorities in place a little bit. So yeah, so that's what I've been thinking about recently. And So yeah, I'm definitely going to be on a no buy. For real. Not a joke. Not a joke no buy. So. I've always been like very like, I don't know how to say this. Like, I've never like really worried about, I don't know how to say this. I feel like whatever way I say it, it's going to come out wrong. It's not that I don't worry about money, because I've definitely had many times in my past where I've had to worry about money. But I have never just really been very serious about it, I guess. And, like, I just feel like I've always been happy no matter what, like, my financial situation has been. And, like, I've been in spots where I've had no money, and I've been in spots when I've had less than no money, if you know what I mean. And I've always, like, I've never let that affect, like, my happiness, although it is very stressful to have no money. But I guess, like, like, I've never let money be, like, I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say. Like, I've never let money cause issues between me and friends. I've never let money cause issue between family. I guess I just don't really care about money like that much. It obviously is a necessity to live. Like, I care about it in that regard. But maybe I should care more, I think is what I'm trying to say. Is like, maybe I should be more serious about it. I think is what I'm trying to get at. And just be a little bit more serious about it. I guess my attitude has kind of been like easy come, easy go, like, about it. And maybe that's the wrong attitude to have about it, about your financial situation. I'm not sure. Always been kind of a free spirit about that kind of stuff, you know? Like, whatever. So. Like with the food bill, for example, never really pay attention. But I should. It would benefit me to pay attention. And be a little bit more frugal. So, I don't know. I think also just, like, maybe it would just be, like when you think about, like, food waste and things like that, and, like, just society as a whole, like, there is a lot of food waste, but then a lot of, like, people that have food insecurity, and it's, like, maybe I should be more conscious of that as well, and, like, minimizing the amount of waste that I produce as far as, like, you know, food waste and things like that. Maybe that should be more of a priority as well. I don't know. These are the things I've been thinking about recently. I don't know. I keep pulling the wrong color out. Gosh darn it. Is this the right one? Is that the right one? Yeah, I think so. It's morning, y'all. So I'm doing this WIP and Chat right before work. I love diamond painting before work. It puts me in a good mood. And this week has been crazy for work. Today I already know it's gonna be crazy at work. So I'm really happy to be here diamond painting and talking to you guys, putting me in a good mood for work. Let's, like, just try to make it a good day. I was asked to, so I had a little bit of a run-in yesterday with just a stressful situation at work, where it was something that happened. I can't go into detail because I just really don't want to like blast it publicly, but I just had a situation dealing with a difficult person yesterday, and don't let people walk all over you, you know? I had to be a little assertive yesterday, is all I will say. And I wasn't going to let it go. And I stood up for myself. And, you know, sometimes people don't like that. And so that was a little bit stressful, though. Just because I tend to be, like, kind of like a, oh, whatever type of person, but then I think it shocks people when I do defend myself because they don't see it coming, because they think I'm just like a, oh, whatever type of person. And then they realize that it's not always like that. Sometimes people will stand up for themselves when you try to walk all over them. So I had that going on. That was a little bit stressful. But, you know, it's important to stand up for yourself and not let people get away with things when they're doing you wrong. But then the other thing is that I have going on is I was asked to present some, not necessarily a formal training session, but present my process for how I do things to all of the business units inside of my company, and I have to do that tomorrow. I was asked on Monday to have it prepared by tomorrow, and so I need to wrap that up today, make sure it's ready to go, make sure I have all my materials, make sure I know exactly what I'm going to say. So I have to work on that today, but then also get all of my other work done. So it might be a long day today, so I'm just a little bit like, I just know it's happening, and so I'm just feeling like a little bit like, not overwhelmed, but just, you know it's about to happen, and you just feel like, okay, here we go. Put your roller skates on. So I just want to make sure I do a good job, and I will. I'll make sure I do a good job. But it's that anxiety leading up to it. I'll tell you, like, the biggest thing that I'm, like, nervous about is, so I'm gonna have to type in front of everybody when I do this training thing. And I'm a nervous typer. I can type just fine when I'm by myself. But then once people are watching me type, I start making a lot of mistakes. I can't type fast. It's just like, I don't know, but it'll be fine. Let's see, let's do one more color. We'll do one more color, and then we'll talk about Sparklegrams, because we haven't done Sparklegrams yet this month. Okay, let's see. What color do I want to do? Let's do this one. Okay. Oh my goodness. A loud motorcycle just went past. I do live out in the country, but there's always motorcycles and stuff whipping past. They also just repaved the road out front, and I think that has given people the license to like drive faster because the road is in better condition and people are just like whipping by now. It's crazy. So you can hear them just whipping on past. It's crazy. And I think, like, I actually don't hear it at all until I start filming, and then I notice it, and I'm like, holy cow, it's loud. But otherwise, I don't hear it. And then when I'm editing videos, I'm like, oh, wow, that is loud. Okay, I think I got all of that color. Yeah. We're almost done with this section. We'll be done soon. I did not make very good progress on this in the month of June, but that's okay. You know, don't ever feel like you have to finish something in a certain amount of time. That's not what any of this is about, at least not for me. I do not, like, I joke around a lot about how slow I am at diamond painting. I joke around about how fast other people are, but it really is not a competition. And I do this because it relaxes me. I do it because I enjoy it. I do it because it just brings me joy in my life. And so it really is not a race or a competition. So don't ever feel like you have to finish something in a certain amount of time, and don't feel like you have to finish something at all. If you're working on something and you're not enjoying it, don't feel like you have to finish it. You know, that's not the point of these. So, alrighty, so let's talk about Sparklegrams. We haven't done Sparklegrams in a while just because we were doing the event in June and we were doing prizes for that, and now we are heading back into July, and I want to get back into Sparklegrams. So if you are new to my channel and you've never heard of a Sparklegram and you're like, what the heck is that? So Sparklegrams are my version of friend mail, where I ask you guys if you want to. This is only for people that want to. If you want to, comment down below and I'll give you a code word to use. And so you're going to comment down below with the code word if you want to be considered for a chance to get a friend mail. And then you also need to fill out the Google form below. And the only reason for that is so that I know where to send your gift if you're picked for a gift. And so the Google form will be down below. All of that information is kept private. It's never shared with anybody else, and it is only for the purpose of the Sparklegram. So I'm not going to be sending you like spam emails or anything like that. So comment down below. We're going to go back to an old school code word. We're going to use the word sparkle. So comment down below with the word sparkle if you want to be in the running for a Sparklegram. And then next week when we do the WIP and Chat, I will use a random comment picker to choose a Sparklegram recipient, and it has to be somebody who has filled out the form and who has commented with the word sparkle. So let me know what you guys thought about this video. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know how you're doing. And if you want a chance to be a Sparklegram person, use the word sparkle. So, all right. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next one. Make sure that you like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.